Across the Spiderverse. So this is sequel to Beyond, sequel to Into the Spiderverse. So yeah, so this synopsis is this: after reuniting with Gwen Stacy, Brooklyn's full-time friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is catapulted across the multiverse, where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting his very existence. However, when the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, Miles finds himself pitted against the other spiders. He must soon redefine what it means to be a hero so he can save the people that he loves most. I will say this, man, everything about this film is a step up from the original, which is still one of the best Spider-Man films ever made. So to come out and to top that's amazing to me, man. Like this creative team needs everything, bro. Give them more money, give them all the awards, give them everything. I don't did the first Spider-Verse, did that get best animated Oscar? Oh, it did. So it did get best animated feature 2019.
Okay.
All right. Best. That's what's up. No, hold up.
Was it nominated?
It did. It got it. So This is going to easily get it this year, I think, man. I don't see nothing else is going to top this. And honestly, man, this thing should be a shoo-in for Best Picture too. As a nomination, if we're going to put that 10 up, like even if they don't have no intention of giving it the award, at least nominate this, man, because this thing is beautiful, man. Like our story picks up and essentially because of the events that happened in the original film, there's been something that's messing with pretty much the space-time continuum. That's the easiest way to explain it. Yeah. So and so Miles encounters a group of spider society whose goal is to keep things in line. It's almost like the what's the time thing called in Loki?
Time Variance Authority.
Yeah, it's almost like the time variance authority, but of this world for Spider-Man specifically. And then it goes from there, man. But I think what's really cool is the emotional impact of this, because we don't even see Miles for the first 20 minutes, man.
Yeah.
But I thought that was great. At first, I was kind of discombobulated. I was like, what are we doing here? But then you see why that was so necessary, because it's setting up what is happening with Miles. And essentially, there's things that seemingly must happen to all of the Spider-Men in all of these various universes. And if that doesn't happen, or those events don't check out, then things go awry. It's almost like in Back to the Future. If Marty McFly's parents don't get together, then
he doesn't exist and all that bad stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But other than that, man, it's brilliant, man. Like, because you see how, like, I think that's one of the understated aspects of Spider-Man. We're so used to the jokes and the action and his cool powers, but at its core of it, this is a very tragic character, man. I think it's more tragic than Batman's dead parents, because you know what I'm saying? Like this guy's got some really tough decisions ultimately, that he deals with as a character. And this film puts all of that on display, man. And Miles is our lead here, but the essence of Spider-Man is running through this film and through all of these characters. It's so crazy to me, man. Like, especially like our older Peter Parker even makes an appearance there. Just seeing him in this film to kind of just give you a glimpse of what Miles eventually becomes, or all of them eventually become, because there's a point where like they age up, man. They're getting close to 40, and it's like, yeah, I'm still fighting crime and doing this, but I got a family now, you know, and I got to deal with this stuff too. And it's just so cool to put all of that into this crazy story and make it work like this, man. I love this thing, dude. I love it.
Overall, I love the first, the Into the Spider-Verse. A lot of real neat effects, like the animation's all, its own point, and the different forms of animation types that, because not every comic book is drawn the same. Mm-hmm. All these different type of comic book, universes are kind of interacting with each other. And when you go to a different world, the whole look of that world is different. The Spider-Man is different. And man, it's just so much that happens in this. The things that happen between Gwen Stacy and Miles Morales when they first meet up on his world, they're just swinging around. And that was probably the most fun thing I think I've ever seen, because both of them, have that much in common. Really all Spider people have that in common, but you have these two that are like friends, possibly a love interest at some point, but them just hanging out, swinging around New York was like the coolest thing, to see.
Yeah. And then after they start swinging, I love that scene where they stop and they're talking and they're hanging upside down under the building, and then you see the city skyline under them, like from the flip perspective, man. That was awesome, dude.
But like he's like the only person that she kind of has anything really in common with. So I love that about it, just them being able to relate to each other. But then we get introduced to like new versions of Spider-Man, or new Spider-Man characters like Spider-Punk, which is like he's voiced by Daniel Kaluuya, and he's pretty much a punk Spider-Man. He might be the coolest version of Spider-Man that I've seen on screen. I think
so. The coolest alternate version, man, because like Spider-Man Noir has his ticks, and the other ones, and there's some funny ones here that we meet with the cowboy Spider-Man, but this one, he's punk to the core, even to the point like just being like he's like, I don't like this, or just because he's punk and he's anti-establishment, anti-order, anti-law and order, anti-rules, and the way he's talking shit, and then he's a major character here, man. I'm not going to spoil how, but the way I'm
just seeing the visuals on him, like he has a guitar. His guitar is like in a different type of animation altogether. Every time you see it on screen.
Yeah, he looks like that kind of like Sex Pistols era artwork where they're cut out artwork, mosaic style. That people are doing, but he plays a crazy role, especially when I watched it the second time. And I'm looking at like seeing like just being able to sit back, because now I know what's happening, and seeing like the clues, the subtle hints that they're dropping. It's cool, man. This thing is amazing. Like you said, the artwork, like even when we see the Vulture in the beginning and how his art style is so different, but it's still blended in perfectly with this 3D art that we see Miles and Gwen animated in, man. It's crazy how they're integrating some. And then there's scenes where there's live action Spider-Man stuff mixed in, like this thing is Spider-Man because it's like his universe is animated, but then you might see a clip from the Maguire stuff or the
Garfield. Also one of the things it was mentioned in the trailer, so they actually mentioned the events that happened in No Way Home, with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, and that in itself is just to where they know what's going on. And it's still giving more, fuel to the multiverse. So, man. It's
nuts, man. Like, I don't know what to say, man. All I say is like, I saw it the first day. It was like 5 of us in there. It's the first showing of the day. It was like 2:00. So then I went the next day at like 7, and this thing was packed, man, and packed audience. There was a kid sitting next to me talking. I didn't even care. I had already seen it, but it was just so much fun to feel the energy of everyone sitting in that theater being so excited for this. The kids, the parents, the gas, the laughing. There was some funny moments, man. Like when Miles is on the roof after that first spot chase, and he's talking to his dad, but his dad doesn't know it's him. But I got a feeling his dad does know it's him, but his dad doesn't 100% know. And I swear, I feel like his dad been tolerating it because there's that moment when he was like, maybe you should, like the voice that Miles takes on when he's talking, trying to disguise his voice, and sometimes he forgets and slips up. But it's so funny. It's like, so maybe you should get a kid some space. Like, and I'm just laughing my ass off the way he's talking to him. It is great, man. This is a really great, and the moments with the mom, yo. There was some like really like you said, man. This thing brings some tissues, I think there was a movie that came out earlier this year where I felt the same, Guardians of the Galaxy, where I felt like in this one film, you damn near feel every human emotion possible in one film. And I think this is the same way, man, and maybe to a degree, a lot more than even Guardians did me, man. Because for Guardians, for me, it was mostly them rocket flashbacks, man. This thing,
well, like this though, Corey, you dealing with multiple Spider-Men, and ladies, but you not one single character is like one dimensional. Even some of the background, who you think might be a background character, they're playing their part, and everything has like a lot of Everything has a lot of heart.
Spider-Man India had about, maybe his section was like 20 minutes, but he's unforgettable.
Oh yeah.
They probably got an action figure of him.
I'm looking for an action figure of him.
On that Legends. Yeah, man.
And then just some of the cameos that you kind of see, because it's all connected. I just had it was amazing to just sit down and watch this. I actually saw it on a Monday night, and it was packed on a Monday night, even though it's the summer. I still think like a weeknight is still kind of, one of those things where you shouldn't see that many people, or not expecting to see that many people. And the theater was packed. On top of that, it was kids in the theater. Everybody was like quiet the whole time this film ran. And one of the things that bugs me, like in the theater, other than people talking, is like when you have like a lot of movement, people going to the bathroom and everything. Nobody stood up during this whole entire film until the credits started. And since I knew, and spoiler, is no like post-credit scenes, because Corey had already told me, I just got up, after I saw a little bit of the credits and, was about my business. But no, it was like one of the first times that I got up and nobody else moved, after the film was done. So I just thought that was something else. Just seeing the cross reaction. And I had like an active crowd during this too. Because I've seen comedies, I've seen action films, and where I was just like the only person that was really excited about things that was happening on screen, but everybody was, into this film. Yeah, and like Corey said, this might be my favorite film that I've seen this year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I might have to get me one of these Spider Punks, bro. Because I mean, so far he's still available. Damn, hold up. This is actually a good price for him too, man. I found $11.99. What? All right, that's what's up. But then I think his stock's gonna go up, man. But they don't have the India guy, man. They've got everybody but him, man.
Really?
The main characters, yeah. Yeah, that sucks, dude. They even got Scarlet Spider, $20.99. They got Spider Gwen. I think there's a Miles, and I think there's a Peter with just his regular pants on.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. I thought that it was real neat seeing her in the film, and she's running around pregnant on a motorcycle. I just thought that was just a.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. And she's doing all this. She's a cool character too. I like her. Yeah. But oh man, I don't want to spoil it, man. Y'all got to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go see it immediately. Maybe we'll come back and talk about it a little bit down the road. No, but yeah, that's my favorite film I've seen this year, man. It's a great dopamine hit, man. So like I said, I went 2 times and it hit me 2 times, like just as good, if not better, the second time, man. Like
I've only seen it once, but if I have time, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. But I just don't want to miss any new films. Like right now, I've just been so busy. I just hadn't really. Hadn't been really able to see things like opening day like I normally do. So I try to see it within a week at least, so nothing's getting spoiled for me. But I was real excited, getting ready to see this, and had a lot of fun with it.